This week on Saving Sweet William,
we're inviting you to get involved with our Greek island house renovation by sharing your ideas of how we can add some Mediterranean garden glamour to our sad but solid garden shed.
Mixing old world charm with AI-driven design. We're Chris and Joe.
And this is our creative collaboration.
Renovate.
With us. Welcome back to Villa Sweet William. This is our shed currently. We're still in two minds of what to do with the inside of it. It's just a junkyard at the moment. We've thought about an outdoor kitchen possibly, or we've thought about some sort of entertaining area. We're not sure, but for the moment we are going to think about what to do with the external wall, because as you can see at the moment it's just these breeze blocks here with a real thin, even if that was render in the first place, it's really thin, and all you can see is breeze blocks coming through at the moment. It is about, let's have a quick measure up. It's 3.1 meters. Come around the side. By, it's pretty good size, and it's pretty solid as well. 3.1 by about 2.4, and it's about 2.25 meters high. So we would like your thoughts on what to do with it. We are thinking, we're in two minds. We're either going to render it, and then I don't know if anybody knows that kind of wavy pattern that Greeks have on their external walls. We'll flash some images up to show you what we're thinking about. So we can either put the base coat of render on and leave it kind of rough looking and then paint it, or we can put a base coat of render on and then a skim of a much finer render to make it look really nice and smooth and flat. When you do that, it does bring like a more modern aesthetic, because lots of the old Greek buildings are left kind of rough. So what are your thoughts? Colour scheme, we really like the blue, so possibly the wood changes to a nice blue like we've done the rest of the house. This down here is pretty rotten, but I'm hoping that we can dig some of the rot out and get a nice strong wood filler to patch the bottom up, because the rest of the door is pretty solid. So sanding all that back and then seeing what we're left with is going to be the plan for us. Not sure what we're going to do about these windows. I'd like at some point, if we're going to make an outdoor kitchen, to maybe, let's let that plane go by. Plane up there. If it's going to be an outdoor kitchen, it would be nice if they opened, because they don't currently open. So I don't know if we can maybe put a hinge up here and have it open upwards, you know, like prop it up. I'm not sure. Anyone got any thoughts on that? That would, if we could use this window again, that would just involve obviously separating it from the structure, putting hinges on it, and giving it some way of propping itself up. But yeah, and if you come around this side, we're going to do a separate video about what to do in this area. We just focus on the shed. It just doesn't look pretty, does it? It's not very nice looking. So same with this wall. We're going to render that, and I mean, our neighbour doesn't ever see that. That's quite a nice chimney, isn't it? Like, well, we were talking at some point about maybe tiling it, or I'm not actually sure yet. But any thought, you know, we've spoke about that, haven't we? So any ideas about what to do with that chimney to make it look a bit prettier? Well, it's definitely got to be painted at least, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's
just to make it look a bit nicer. So yeah, this is going to be one of the first projects we tackle. So let us know in the comments what you think, if anyone's got any ideas or suggestions. Also lighting, I quite like these bulkhead lights, so I don't know if we need a new one of those, but all thoughts and ideas are more than welcome. Thank you. Okay, time to see if we can find any render that looks like we want to use on the shed. It's a lovely old book, this, isn't it? I think it's about 25 years old.
Is it really? This is quite internal, sleek stuff.
There we go. Get into the external ones. That's very farmhouse-like, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not so rough, but it's not completely smooth either. There's a balance there.
Yeah, no, that is. So that rough render has got a name. I think it's like called Kurosane or something like that. It's got a name. Either that is the name of the actual render or the name of a company that do it. But yeah, it's got a name because this is a very Greek style.
Okay.
And you see it all over the place in Greek, don't you? This kind of rough. I don't know. Do you think they do it on purpose, like to hide imperfections, or do you think it's part
Maybe
of the
because
style?
maybe it was the style at one point because of the tools and accessibility, but maybe also because of weathering. Maybe that's something we can find out.
That's true. Yeah, I really like that look.
Yeah.
I mean, the trouble is if we went for a look as rough as that is different to the house because our house isn't totally flat and smooth, but it isn't as
rough as that.
Yeah.
We need an in-between.
We do need an in-between. You keep looking?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. Ah, here we go. Look at this.
Yeah,
you can see that the sunlight has caught that. And it's really showing up the texture in that. Yeah. But that looks like it's...
That's really like textured though. That's like super bumpy.
Yeah.
That's like this, isn't it?
We want an in-between again, don't we? We do.
We want not quite as smooth as this. Although I reckon that isn't actually as smooth when you're up close.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but this obviously just is so not messy, but
it's just
rough.
The style. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about this style is it hides any imperfections so easily, so you don't need to worry about what's going on behind it if the block works slightly out, because that's the point.
It covers a multitude of sins, doesn't it?
It's nice, I like it, but I don't know.
And we need an in-between.
I think you need to have the whole thing like that, or not.
Although, like, this is really rough and this is really smooth, but look at the vastness of the area that it's covering. It isn't just a shed next to a villa. It's
monastery, that apparently.
Huge. Oh,
whoa.
This is it. This is it. Look at this.
That is stunning.
That is so pretty.
Oh, you're talking about the paving?
I'm talking about both. Just the whole everything. The pots, like look, the big pots that have been painted white, like we just looked at.
Yeah, that is very nice.
The really beautiful stonework, but in a really light cement, concrete. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
But that's perfect.
Maybe like white cement. We've used white cement before here. Something, but yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to find out.
And then having this, I mean, it needs to fit, doesn't it, with the villa? But
if we just done the shed like that, the villa is going to be obviously not like that, isn't it? It's going to stand out unless we plan to have that finish on the villa at some point in the future. Okay, so why don't we check out the more modern options and see what
we can find.
It's going to come up with.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay, so over to AI. Alright, so this program, you've not seen this too much, have you? I've used it a bit. This is called Midjourney. It's basically a Discord server that is probably the best image generator you can get at the moment.
Okay.
You've got to pay a small fee to use it each month, but what I did was put in some prompts, and you put in a prompt and it comes up with, hopefully, something close to what you're trying to achieve. So this one I said, keep the building structure identical, put in this picture of the shed, but render the walls in smooth white render and make the woodwork bright Greek blue, make the roof tiles terracotta. So it's kind of done it, although it's
only a little bit out there, but yeah.
So what else looks close to our shed? Let's swap the window around, but that's not an in-betweeny kind of finish.
Yeah.
I mean, the colours are off. This one here, super modern. This one.
Yeah, it is modern, but you could tone the modern down a little bit. So by not having it quite so smooth, by having maybe a piece of reclaimed timber above the window rather than.
This one's got a shutter. I mean, we don't even really have space to put a shutter.
Shutters, yeah, that's true.
On both sides, although we could. It's just that when you opened the left one, it would poke out beyond the
door.
The edge wall and the door. Yeah, that's true. So this is kind of like a rough texture without it being too wavy. So it's flat but rough. The
it's
texture
got a grain in
from,
it.
Yeah, making it rough rather than weaving in and out.
Yeah, I like that.
So for this one, I put a picture of the shed. Said keep the building structure identical, but render the walls in traditional Greek. I think it pronounces Kurasanit, white render, and make the woodwork a bright Greek blue. Make the roofs house terracotta.
This one, this is like super.
Oh, that's like, yeah, that's extreme.
Yeah, it's that one. Oh yeah, so that's quite. Although the upper part is now more than the lower, I think. Look, the lower is much smoother.
I started thinking, why am I starting to get toy houses popping up here? But what I did was a tiny single story, but I didn't put an E in story, so I think it's trying to make it like a storybook house.
Oh, but look how cute that is.
A tiny single story Greek house with one window and one door. The walls are traditional Greek, whitewashed. The woodwork is traditional Greek, blue. The flat roof tiles are terracotta. So it's got that does look like our shed.
It does. And if anybody makes these and would like to get in touch with you, like I really like this. This is.
Oh, what? Literally make a model?
Yeah, like make a little villa. It's so cute.
The mantelpiece, but we don't have one.
Not yet.
Somewhere.
We don't. Yeah, that's so lovely. Thank you for being part of our planning journey. It's really great to have your support and help with us in looking at all the different options that we're working through and how we might now move forward with the villa.
There's a lot of options. So yeah, lots of input, please. We're going to do this project pretty soon. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into it, seeing what direction we're going to pick, what other people think is the direction that we should pick.
Yeah, it's really interesting to hear from you guys. Like I never thought this would be a thing when we started, but having your input, getting your comments, hearing your thoughts and ideas, it sparks off our imagination and what we talk about and what, it's great. Please do get involved.
But for now, we'll leave it with you. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully see you again very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.